Oh my god. Oh my god. Hopefully I will be able to pull this off, this video. Well, I didn't pull off that. But, okay, I got even further into the level. Well, that works. I guess you might know it, well, at least if you follow my, my little messages, so, gee, I can't talk. Just for the fact I was not really in a good, well, I'm actually still not in a good mood to record this. For the fact I kept having trouble with the recording. Even when I got the recording program, still things didn't go on my favor. Like I needed the codec in order to get good gameplay and not so much size, because I'm now definitely not using a HyperCam anymore, because I found out there was a really bad recording program. At least it turns out to be a bad one. But I'm now using Camstudio. But what I'm saying about the size of the file, I cannot record longer than 2 gigabytes, because what will happen is that the file will corrupt, so then the recording remains useless. Well, at least a good thing, I'm recording this now, and I can now clearly see how many seconds I'm recording so far. Plus, I can see how big the size of my recording is right now. Right now it is 140 megabyte. So yeah, I have like a long time just to record this right now. But yeah, it might be still the size of the file depends on how big the screen is. Like if I use like a big screen, the file size will definitely become bigger. And if I use a smaller screen, I have more time to upload. Yeah. Sometimes the parts may be shorter. I'm not really sure, but it just depends on the walkthrough I'm doing right now. I think the duration of the time doesn't really change all that much, I think. But I cannot guarantee every time it is around like 25-30 minutes. So yeah. What else would I want to say? Oh yeah, because of I can now see the amount of seconds I've been recording. Well, that means I don't have to use my timer anymore. Because normally I would have to use my timer in order to see how long I was recording. You know, not to record like overly long. Yeah, but if you didn't see this whole stuff coming, like, oh my god, Kirby comments, you are using a completely new system of recording. Well, if you saw the description of my previous parts, you know what I was talking about. Well, at least, well, a bit. Because I said that I will have a new experience of recording, and I will explain everything on that in this part. Well, that is what I meant here. So, yeah. I guess that's pretty much it what I wanted to say right now. if the recording goes well on how if the recording goes on as in my favor, this will be the way how I'm gonna record for, like, well, I have no idea how long. I'll just do it as long until the recording program or the codec or whatever the heck begins to bug me or something. I mean, it's just always that I have a good program that I can record, or just something else that doesn't has to do with recording at all. And it goes so well, and then after a few months, things start to bug me, and then I'm all like, oh my god, things are going really bad, so I'm not gonna use this anymore. But yeah, that was pretty much it for the recording. Yeah. So now I put that out of the way, I can now just talk about the gameplay, I guess. Yeah, so this is a pretty law fight. There's spike balls all over the place. Robotnik's decided to suicide himself just because he can. I'm not doing anything whatsoever, so that really works for me, I guess. Yeah. So we're done with Act 2. And that was like my best run ever because I didn't lose rings at all. I mean, look at the ring bonus. Holy cow. Okay, so now we're at the Hidden Palace Zone. It's pretty hidden, I guess. Just for the fact that there are no enemies around at all. And what the hell did happen there? That was kind of weird. Okay, I think that spring was just intended to be there just to land on the spikes. I swear to God. But yeah, there are no enemies around here. I mean, it has the name hidden in it, right? Well, okay, there's someone here, but I think you can already guess it, because we are gonna take on Knuckles! Yay! He's been bugging us all over the place, and we're just gonna finally take him out, just to say, hey Knuckles, you have been you just have been a bully all the time, so I'll just take you out. I don't know why, but I'll just do it. And there we go. And for whatever reason, something explodes at the other side of where Knuckles is. What does that mean? We'll find out. Oh. Knuckles, you blasted again. You cannot... On Angel Island, you are guarding the Master Emerald your whole life. And apparently you're moving the Master Emerald to somewhere else. But wherever it is, you cannot prevent it from getting stolen or whatever. I mean, in Sonic Adventure, he couldn't do anything about that chaos thing. He just got punched and stuff. And just when he was ready to attack, he was gone. And then the Master Emerald was in pieces. Oh, Knuckles, when are you gonna do real things here? Well, I think he's gonna do some things, but I'm not gonna spoil that. I am not gonna spoil that. Let's just keep going, and Sonic gets a little bit impatient because we have to wait until this bridge appears. You know what? Sonic is so impatient, I'm just gonna jump over it. You see, when hedgehogs are just so impatient, they just have to do something just to jump over pits so they can just, you know, just do their things, just running around, and, well, which really should make sense in the real world, because hedgehogs cannot move that fast. Or do they? I don't know. Ugh. It is just all video game logic, but I guess you know about that, right? Whoa. Slight slowdown. Yeah, the Camstudio is definitely better. The slowdowns are a rarity when recording, at least at this size that the screen is recording. If you are gonna record in full screen, it's gonna lag like crazy. I'm not kidding. I never tried before, but I know that people said it's gonna lag like crazy. And if you did notice that boss what I was fighting, that was the Sonic 1 boss, the first one. The swinging disco ball of death. And that makes this makes the stage really cool. But the only thing that bugs me in this stage most of the time is that was I not? Jesus Christ, I was here before. Why did I backtrack? Well, yeah. Well, that was actually what I was talking about, but not typically this, but more for the fact if you get hit by something, you might fall off. But maybe not to your doom, but you have to backtrack a lot of stuff. And that is just something you don't want to make happen. Especially if you do it like, well, I don't know, 5 times, then you're just goofing up time so much that you are getting above the 10 minutes and then you die. And that is not something that must happen. Cloudy bounce. And here's the second boss. The last boss from Sonic 2. I gotta say, this boss took me so long in Sonic 2, and I didn't know that was a trick to do here. Just leave the bubbles alone. Just go for the machine itself. You can't just keep hitting it, and why can't I hit it? Okay, apparently it was floating more up or something. Whoops. Well, whatever. He's dead. Yeah, as you see there, you can completely skip. Well, if you do it pretty well. In this case, I did it decent, but if you do it well, you can completely skip the whole phase. Plus the laser part, just like the final stand, the last stand, just before the machine dies in over 9,000 pieces of eternal death, and yeah. And I'm actually doing, well, I'm doing pretty decent, I guess. And I think we're actually near the, whoa. Yeah, we're really near the wall. Well, what I actually meant, we're close to the end of this stage here. Actually, from here on, it's pretty much, well, from here on, I should say. From here on, pretty much everything is self-explanatory. You don't even have to press any buttons. Yeah, well, until you get here, of course. And we are gonna fight Mecha Sonic. One of the hardest bosses in my opinion too, because he is sometimes really unpredictable as he moves to the other side of the screen. Because look at that, he's bouncing, but he just after the first bounce he could either slide it or he could just bounce for another time. You see that? That is just something that I'm like, what's gonna trigger? What's gonna trigger? And I did extremely well for that boss. I am doing a really good run, and that is a really good reason to say that, because things are not lighting like heck now. And just luckily, they barely can catch up with that collapsing building or tower or whatever. They just are so lucky they can, well, at least Sonic is, I mean, Tails can fly. Those points for style doesn't count. But just Sonic can just barely catch up with it. Well, I guess he's the fastest thing alive, but still, the collapsing buildings should collapse really fast. I mean really fast. That's just something I don't understand. That thing collapses pretty slow, if you ask me. But as you see, we're now in the DevX zone. It's very dev. Well, very much dev stuff in here. I mean, it has a reason to be called a dev egg, right? I mean, there are death traps all over the place, and I took Well, maybe it's just a different route, whatever. In case you didn't know, I'm not cutting things out as I die, because you can't just take another path, and then you may think like, oh, Kirby comment, why are you not cutting things out? We've seen this before. Well, there are people who didn't play this game like at all, and they're gonna play it maybe on an emulator or something. I don't know, but they're gonna like, oh, he's gonna cut, not gonna things, not gonna cut things out. And I'm like, oh, so you can also take that path. Well, if I didn't know about that path and I have the game, I'm just gonna try it. And oh my god, another slowdown. But I'm not gonna bother because slowdowns are a rarity right now. Like around every 10 minutes or something. Otherwise, it would have been like every 15 seconds. Also, these things here, they loop you. Well, yeah, those things there, which still is stuck in now. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say they loop you. They make you go into a loop-de-loop stage thing. They aren't really necessary, actually. Well, sometimes they aren't, and oh my god, why are things lagging out? Well, I guess it's not all that bad. I mean, we have seen worse lag before, right? If you've seen the previous parts, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, that was mainly the reason why I took rid of HyperCam 3. Because just for the fact that it lags so much recently, that it's just not fun for the watcher and the player to watch it. Especially, actually when I record it, it seems to have less lag than when I just watch the recording. Seriously, there is more lag in the gameplay when you upload it than I had in real life. You know, if you know what I mean. So, if you have been watching this walkthrough so far, and well, at least the couple of parts which are really bad, then you should say, yeah, this is a really good improvement. And at least I hope I can just make this whole recording system go on for, well, at least a year. Just make it a year. I've been doing walkthroughs like a year right now. And, well, my recording skills have been raised really good. I mean, the very beginning, I've been using a lot of cutoffs in programs, and that is just not fun to have. Well, at least it doesn't look really good. It's not like hey, you have to get rid of the cutoff, but you just want to be aware of that. Okay, so we made it at the boss. Oh, again, one of the hardest bosses in my opinion. Well, not not really that you die fast at it, but it just moves annoying. Well, the first part is actually not that much of a threat, but the second part, oh yeah, that's gonna demolish you if you don't move properly. And I took a hit there, which was really stupid. And I kinda wanna rush that, but whatever. Okay, now we go for a platformer clock face here. Really? Whoa. Yeah, well, I guess you can tell by now what makes this so difficult. Because sometimes you just hit him at the wrong spot that you bounce off, and then the platforms begin to act really hyper fast, and there's just nothing you can do about it. You can't dodge it or whatever. You just have to hope that you are gonna hit it properly. That's at least what I think about it. So, yeah, wish me luck, I guess. Yeah. I guess it's kinda luck-based. Well, and, back to platform o'clock, I guess. Oh my... Okay, that was just completely unfair. I was completely cornered, and I could do nothing about it. Okay, let's just take a moment here. Pick your moments. Okay, let's just do it like that. He takes 8 hits in this phase, but if you do it, like, you know, patiently, properly, this boss is over before you know it. If I did this on my first try, I would have pulled this one off already. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, the platforms begin crazy a little bit later, so I used that for my advantage, I guess. And Tills did a second hit there, which, yeah, those things just sometimes happen if you're lucky. That makes the battle go... Okay, there we go. Well, that takes care of platform o'clock, I guess. For whatever reason, the floor is destroyed or whatever. And in case you didn't know, this is the last stage. Which is actually, well, in most cases really obvious, and I'm not making speed. But yeah, just a little more and the final boss is coming. Whoa. Why am I going the other way? I have no idea. Well, these treadmills plus the upside downness is really, really annoying. But it was especially annoying if I took the right path, you know, when I got in those what the hell, platform, gravity hallway thingies. I don't know why I had so much trouble for the right path. I just never took it anymore. I don't know why. Maybe I should take it, but you know, I've been in Sonic games just like a few months right now. Okay, maybe a few months. Let's just say 1.5 months. I don't know exactly when I start with Sonic 2, but still. Most of the time, I do test runs of the game, but in the case of Pit 4, I didn't. But you know, that was just a Super Mario World ROM hack, and I did those ROM hacks like, well, I've been doing like 20 of those ROM hacks right now, and I've been planning to, after this walkthrough, starting a couple of those. What the hell? Okay, you saw that, right? I landed on this, but I hit the robot icons. That was completely glitchy and, well, it was really glitchy and was unfair at the same time. That does not count. If I had a save state, I would have rewind. If I could use rewinds, I would have rewinded to that. But alas, that's not the case. Oh yeah, I think I didn't demonstrate these before, but these are really boring most of the times. Especially if you really can pass by it just without using it. Whoa. What the heck? And this stage also takes a long time. And the boss also does. Okay, it's the final boss, but still, the first phase already takes a serious amount of time. It just becomes boring. Yeah, it's pretty much most of the boring bosses in the game, in my opinion. Because you keep doing the same thing and blah blah blah, nothing interesting happens along the battle. At least, if yeah, just imagine if you are if you're giving me a ROM hack of Mario, just for example, I'm just having an example here. If you are gonna throw a custom boss you made yourself or whatever, if you're gonna download one, do not please just do a boss that has either interesting moves, or if he doesn't have all that much, at least make him change the patterns. Cause, well, I've been doing a lot of ROM hacks lately, but also I'm being into ROM hacking the Super Mario World hacks myself. I'm throwing custom bosses in it too. I'm also a little bit uh, doing ASM file hacking. Like, if I'm gonna throw a custom boss, you have to set the amount of hit points. But I've been doing that like 2 days right now. Yeah, can you believe it? Just 2 days right now. But yeah. Whoa, okay, that could have squished me. Whatever. Time for the final boss. Phase 1 activates. And because I said that, the game decided to lag once. Okay, so we got these spiky platforms which are off screen. Okay, one is here now. Holy crap, why is the game lagging just right now at the time? What? Uh, is the size too big or something? I have no idea. Maybe it's just a lag spike going on. Like, okay, this lag spike just has to get out of the game so we just can continue the gameplay just normally, so we don't have any prisoners. You know how that goes, right? Uh, I think this boss also takes 8 hits, if I'm not mistaken, but you're gonna be very likely that you're not going to hit him every time. At least that's not how I can do it. Because I at least can hit him once. I at least miss the target once. Also, yeah, this is how you do it, because jumping to him doesn't work, obviously, because these targets are protecting him. But I want to, if it's possible to hit him while jumping, I want to see a video response. I will see anyone do that, even though if I can't pull it off myself. I mean, if there's a trick to it, I would say like, hey, I want to try that out. And I'm gonna all like, oh, now I can skip bosses like crazy. Okay, phase 2. Whatever you do, go right. Why? What the heck? Okay, what the heck was that? You saw that, right? That one platform was Yeah, I want to do a spin dash, but I failed horrendously. But a platform was falling. I was staying on it, but for some reason I glitched through it. Apparently, this game is full of unfair things. I don't know why, but they are just there. Just to bug you. And I guess you kind of remind this kind of boss. It's just like the finger boss from what was it? Laverisa. But this time you have to hit them per finger, not like when you hit them that they all count as a hit or something. Okay, this phase is really annoying if you have tails with it. Because if you want to take a hit sometimes to the boss, you can... I didn't see that one coming. Well, at least I died along with Till, so that works for me. But when Tills is about to hit him right at the moment that you want to hit him, you can just go right through him, which causes you to die. And that is just no fun whatsoever. Actually, there is no purpose whatsoever to actually have Tills as a party member. Well, party member, it's no RPG game, what am I thinking? But you can play with Sonic just alone without Tills. Well, I guess he sometimes helps, but not always, so I guess it doesn't really matter if you play along with Tills or not. So yeah. Okay, so we're back at Dr. Orthogonicus here. We're just shooting this laser with the Master Emerald. Also, if you do this one on your first try, just try to... Okay, you saw that, right? I I mean, Tails hit him there. I still managed to hit him and survive it, but then I got the big fat flamethrower in my head because I jumped off him too late, and that is all because of Tails. So, Tails, I blame you. It's all your fault. And I know you're kind of. What the heck happened there? Why did. Okay, apparently this game has so many glitches that it just becomes annoying. Oh my god. Well, at least I'm not boring that I cannot put this in this part. Like, that it takes so long that I really need to put this all in one part. I mean, in two separated parts. But still. I mean, the first part is as easy as the cake. And you know that's no lie. This is easy, but apparently a glitch triggered me and whatever it triggered, whatever. And did it. Now it's gonna go for, you know, the avatar and the laser. And please, Tails, do not bug me this time. Well, at least Tails can do some extra hits, but you really have to be careful. I mean, with Tails on your side, it's really, really unpredictable. And I think he's done. Yay! Okay. The last phase is pretty much the easiest one, unless it puts a lot of pressure on you. Because, yeah, I say it's easy, just for the fact I never ever died on this phase. Unless you're just screwing around. Actually, just pretty much if you press right all the time, you have no chance of dying. Or there must be like a glitch that triggers you, and you're gonna all like, what the heck happened there? That is so impossible according to the Sonic 3 game physics. How does that happen? Well, whatever, I beat the game. Let's get out of here! Woohoo! I have to say, this game, unless it bugs me with the glitches and stuff, it still, in my opinion at least, is the best Sonic game ever. And I am gonna regret that later, because once Sonic Generations come out for the 3DS, I'm gonna say like, oh my god, this is the best Sonic game ever. There's gonna be no other Sonic game that can replace it. I wanna try this game out for my whole life, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I put this pretty much in the part. I beat the boss in time. Um, just for safety, I'm just gonna stop the part here, just to be safe. You know, otherwise I have to redo the whole part again. So I hope you enjoyed my new system of recording, and I'll see you later.